let's just say one thing. The only time I moved out, I was a different person. That's what I'm saying. Now I moved back. Hey, I'm a normal geezer. I'm a normal.
Do you want to expound? Do you want to expound on that different person?
It's dangerous if I move out. So that's what I'm saying.
Listen, they need to learn the chronicles of Hawaiian shirt Wegz, fam.
Yeah, bro.
I just want to say, people are fooled now in it where Wegz is now straight, or he's now acting like he's on a straight and narrow, yeah. But we know the real Wegz, fam.
I was gonna say, hey Tevin, this has been like the greatest rebrand in history, in Greenway history, bro.
Give it to him. People think that Wegz is an upstanding citizen now, you know. They think man is on the straight and narrow. Man. We seen you in the trenches, my guy. We know who you really are.
Yo, yeah, I think that's picking everything up. Yeah, it's recording.
Nah, it's all recording on the camera.
I'm just saying, it is.
Oh, right.
How do you live in that room, fam?
People are crooks, man. People are crooks. That's why I said that, you know what, as much as I want to move out, I refuse to move out into a spot like this. I'll stay comfortable.
Bro, you might as well commit crime and go jail, bruv.
5 bills for this.
Prison's got more space.
Just go Tesco and fist up someone, bruv, and you get something better.
Tevin said prison's got more space than that, you know.
That's what I mean.
Prison is an upgrade.
Some of these spots just ban those, man. Straight ban those, fam. I said, nah, man. Like
That's crazy.
In the next year or so, I do want to move out. That's why I was just browsing, you know, just seeing what's out there, seeing what's available.
Yeah.
This, and I said, yeah, this is outrageous for man.
500 for that.
I didn't know my ends are moving like this. I can't lie, bruv.
I think it's all of London, bruv.
I'll stay in the like, nah. You can don't get me wrong, you gotta be lucky to find decent spots for decent money. Like you gotta catch it like on the day it comes out or some shit like that. But like I said, man, it's a needle in the haystack, man. And it's Chris, give us a little info, fam. What was the process, or how long did it take you to find your spot?
Find somewhere. So I can't lie. When I first moved out, I was in a rush to move in it because like I was just at like I just had enough in it. So like I just kind of got somewhere that was like a stopgap. So like I got somewhere that wasn't that great. It was a 6-month tenancy. I think it was $595 a month. Like the reality is, it's always going to be expensive. It doesn't matter what you go for. Even the cheapest room, the shittest room, like you seen the thing, bro. $5 for that, innit? You get me? So be prepared to spend P. But for me, I got a stopgap. So whilst I was there, I was looking for other places. Do you get me? So that's how I kind of got it a bit easier. So the next place I got, now this place isn't great, but it's 10 times better than what I was in before. What I was in before was
you were in the band though, fam.
Fam, Dwain can testament to this. Bruv, when I told you there was a mouse in my room, bruv. There's a mouse in my room.
No.
Yeah,
the mouse was out here not even paying. The mouse wasn't even paying rent, bruv. It was up in the morning, spudding Chris in the morning, bruv. It was mad.
And Jerry.
You know what's funny? The way I clocked it, so like I remember I'm sat on my bed, and I used to have this like dresser next to me, innit? And I must have been eating food, and I turned around to put the plate on the dresser, and then there's like a little gap between the bed and the wardrobe, and I just see the mouse's head poking up at me like this, innit? Like as if it was watching TV with me while I was eating, bruv. But I seen it. It was there for a few seconds and it cut. When I say for 4 hours, I did not leave that bed. I just sat on the bed like this for 4 hours.
Legs up and everything.
So that good work?
Legs up and everything, crunched up on your bed.
Yeah. You know, there was there where I needed to pee, but I was just holding in that pee, bruv. I was like, nah.
The mouse came out of the crevice. Was like, hey, my guy, what you got for me, my G?
Bro, when I say it was actually looking at me like this. Like, I was like, wow, that's nuts.
These landlords will have the cheek to charge that much for like a jail room and just don't take care of it at all. Like the maintenance of it, is just piss poor. And bruv, we know what's happening in London as well. But because a lot of people are like first-time renters, etc., and people are, I wouldn't say desperate, but people want to move out. These man think they can take the piss, you know? Like, they honestly do. Like, the maintenance of some of these properties they're fucked, man. Like,
Coming back real
quick, Even uni-landlords, bruv. Uni-landlords are the worst, man.
Oh, we can talk about that, bruv.
Criminals. I still got smoke for Kuma if I ever see him on the road, fam. I got a couple fist ups for him if I ever seen him. I remember that day when he came to the house and he was shook, fam. Man thought it was just Shibs at the crib and we was all of us. Like, yeah, bro, sit down. We're gonna have a meeting here.
We're gonna have a proper heart to heart, bro. I need to see.
We've been trying to get hold of this guy here for months. Man was refusing to come here, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm stopping by the house. Is anybody in, Ali?" And Ali's like, "Nah, it's just me." And he thought we were all in, but we sat him in the middle of the sofa. Then you got Weston sitting on one side, and you got someone else sitting on the other side. Like,
Ryan.
So yeah, let's talk about
Ryan.
house and let's talk about some of these things that are going on. And
I think once again,
my deposit as well, bro. I got festa. Yeah. I was stupid, but you know, once when you're young, you don't really pay.
You're young, man,
and you think things are going to be done properly, fam. So you know what? Some people that left before we left, they actually bust. Like Leon and Tom Neal. Who else left before us?
I thought wasn't it only them two?
Aaron
as well.
Yeah, Aaron as well. So literally, the way I had to put my deposit in for the house was I had to give it to Leon in cash because he was leaving. And even then, I thought like, bro, this is a bit fishy. Why the fuck am I giving you the money? And it's like, oh yeah, no, we're gonna change the name on the paperwork, and because he's leaving, it's just easier. Blah, blah,
Listen,
blah.
Bro, you see,
landlords are crooked.
Hold on. I'm thinking you've left the house here. You've got your full deposit back. Man gave him, I don't know, like however much was it, like 4 or 5 bills.
Yeah, 4 or 5, yeah, something like that.
I'm thinking, all right, cool. So when I leave, like, you didn't even come and check the room. You like, this is Leon's tenancy, but you didn't come and check or whatever. And then when we're leaving, they're like, nah, this is broken, that's broken. I'm like,
this is broken. There's a patch on the wall. There's this
patch on the wall, which is crazy because I was like I said, these men have lived there for 3 years or whatever. I'm like, I paid for a year. This shit was here when I got here. How you gonna charge me for the damage that got here before I got here? But yeah, man, like I said, you know when you're young, you don't really read through the deposit terms.
And it goes back to, once again, landlords just taking a piss with uni students because, as Tevin said, we're young, innit? Bro, when I look back even now, everything about that house wasn't legit. We were living in a death trap near enough, yeah? We're lucky we made it lit, bruv. But Kuma, you see you, yeah? Hey, they will punish you. The gods will punish you, bruv, and the generations beneath you. Because what you did to us, especially in that first year as well, when we had to get booted out, hey, you will never know people.
I remember that, you know. Do you know what? Now you mentioned that. I remember the first week that I met Weston. Like, you know the ones from American football, whatever. And then we're just talking like, he said, right, I'm homeless right now. I said,
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, we kicked out of our house because something's flooded, blah, blah, blah. He's like, yeah, I'm having to stay at someone else's house. We're showering at the gym. I said, what? You gotta shower at the gym? Like, we ain't got nowhere to stay. They kicked us out.
Bruv, you know how Dutchavelli has his tape coming out called Bando Diaries, bruv? We got one as well, my G.
But nah, man, long live the Greenway, bro. There's too many.
Long live the Greenway, dude.
That place is actually a good time. Long live the Greenway.
I'm not gonna lie, you see that picture, Tevin, you put, bruv. My second year halls, exactly the same. Exactly. And the worst thing, I had the boiler in my room.
Yeah.
You know how hot my room was. It's
Do you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You're in your room, comfortably snuggling up. Somebody take a shower at 6 a.m.
It was dead jarring, fam. I had to cancel ears, fam. It was crazy, fam.
That's upsetting still. That's upsetting.
That picture just brought back so much memories. I was like, fam, this is the real bando, man. I was living in.
Some of these people are scoundrels, man. Scoundrels.
Crazy.
That's what I said, man. I personally, I'm not in a rush. I would like to. And like one of the other things as well that stopped me from moving out here is like, I know the lifestyle I live, if I move out, I won't be able to live it the way I have been living it. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, there's other parts of my lifestyle that will exponentially increase. But
come on, not advice.
Oh yeah, swear down.
I mean, if the other thing decreases, doesn't that hurt the chances of the next thing? No.
Yeah, because you know what it is. You know that picture of Kobe when he's got the Larry O'Brien trophy, and it's like, yeah, I won, yeah, but at what cost, bruv? Like, man, I moved out in it, but at what cost was I able to move out on? Like,
so for me, it's one of those ones where I'm lucky, man. I'm not in a position where, you know, like sometimes there's outside pressures and there's other stuff going on, and you're like, just like, yeah, I'm comfortable, man. Like everybody, in my house, my mum not in a rush to get me out. She's like, she understands that places are expensive, even the fact of like it's not easy moving out and blah blah blah. So it's one of them ones where it's just, you know, the ones where I feel like it's just time now. It's time to.
Right, I try telling my mum and dad, they understand it, but especially with me trying to pursue music, etc. They understand, and I just told them, obviously, we just chat about obviously how different it was back then when they were getting property to what it is now, innit? And it's just it's crazy. Like, even me coming from where I used to come from in South London, and they're just saying, yeah, man, we used to do this, and mum used to have this job, and I used to have this job, and we were able to do this. I'm like, fam, bruv, if we do the jobs that you lot were doing, we're getting that box room that Tevin put in the group. That's what we're getting, bruv. Like it's mad. It's crazy.
Even crazier. I saw a tweet. I think it was the other day when some girl was like, my mum used to rent a box. No, not a box. My mum used to rent a room in Old Street for £8 a week, and she said her wage was £100. Think about how that works out, bro. In terms of how much money you make and how much your wage, £8 a week and whatever, and your wage for a month was like £100. Someone said if you work out the inflation, the room should be £42 a week. If you work out, that's what the inflation should be at this point. It should be £42 a week now.
That's a carpet. That's £8. That's carpet. They're sleeping on carpet. That's not a room. Don't be fooled.
You see, London, and London now is.
You can't even get a parking space for £42 a week, baby.
Bro.
Get that.
And these times they're trying to put a charge on the Blackwall Tunnel as well. London, Chris, I used to banter, bruv. If they could charge you for breathing, they would. Like, if London could be like, go to zone 2 for clean air, and we're gonna charge you £50 to breathe in clean air, they'll do it, you know. Like,
you know what this thing is, yeah? Like, honestly, the way that the coronavirus has come, there are lots of changes that they wouldn't have been able to bring in, or people would have been like, no, that's dumb as shit, you're not doing that. But they're bringing that shit in now. Like what's it called, congestion charge. I guarantee you, we're not going back to being able to go back in London. Nope. That's not going to happen. Now that it's locked off, and now that it's 7 days a week and it's 15 quid a day, then man ain't coming back. They're going to be creaming enough to be like, nah, we're good, fam. This is how it is now. I guarantee you.
London at night time, get waved.
That's
it. No one's
London is a walking fight, isn't it? Every day we're just going to charge you for something, innit? We're just going to charge you, bruv.
Nah, you know what, man? I can't honestly, like, bruv, stepping out in London is expensive. You know, what was it? The other weekend, when I stepped out with you, man, I linked up with you, Rangi, when we went to that place, innit? I wasn't even drinking. Tell me how I spent 50 quid. I wasn't even drinking. How, bruv, you know what? You come out your house and money just disappears. Bruv, I spent £50. I wasn't drinking.
How?
God knows.
But I drink babes, yeah?
No, relax now.
I say relax. Like, I don't ruin my brand. I got a question for you. Would you lot ever live outside of London, or would London be like your like I have to live in London?
For me, I already live outside of London, so it's not really a big
deal.
Because even like, funny enough, when I left uni, like the first month or two, I was actually going to move out, like 100%, because I was like, bro, I'm used to not being at home, and I don't want to be at home. And even like the way that my house was set up, it wasn't set up for me to be there. It was my mum that actually had to convince me not to. I was going to move to Reading. I'm gonna lie to you, which is further out west. I was gonna move out to Reading because I was like, Reading is it's in between. There's trains to London and this, that, the other.
And then to be fair, Tevin, you've been driving for a minute anyway, so that's not really a thing for you. Yeah.
But yeah, man, like, for me, it's not a big deal. But I would say the only other places outside of London I would live was, like I said, either like Reading, Birmingham, or Manchester. Those are the places I would move to. Anything else?
Fair enough.
You're trying to travel.
So I lived in Notts for a bit. For a couple months, I was out there in Notts. Remember when I was chilling in Notts? I was living in Notts.
Yeah, I remember.
I was out there for like 6 months, but I can't even lie. Like, it was calm. It was calm and it was cheap. And, like, it's a nice place, and I was used to the place, innit? Because obviously I went uni there, innit? But true say, bruv, that's Mr. Mandem, Mr. Family. Do you get me? You're just out on your ones because you don't know nobody in this area. That's the thing. And the only thing that keeps me tied to London more times is just like my circle generally, innit? Family. Friends. If I move out to Notts, Manny, Brum, like, unless I'm going maybe with a partner or I know people out there, like, drive.
You wouldn't go to a young Dartford, you know, just on the outskirts, or Bexley or Sidcup.
Listen. Let me get this out right now. I will never go to Kent. When I die, don't even take my body.
Don't take me back to country, bro.
I hate that. We're not getting into that trauma today, but fuck Kent.
I was gonna say, even his soul in the afterlife will have PTSD.
Brave Zen.
What about you? Would you stay in London or move outside London as well?
You know what? I'm more central than everyone here, innit? So
yeah.
I don't know what life would be living.
He loves it. So I'm like in the center of London. Yeah, you get me? Like, Sadiq Wegz.
I can't. Hey, relax. Before I give the congestion charge, fam. But no, I don't think I could. I don't think I would want to be fair, either. Like, I find it so comfortable that I've got Westfield down the road. I've got, the motorway could take me straight into the middle of London.
Yeah.
Driving around here is pretty standard. There's
I
no
think-
problems. The only problems coming now are the flipping bicycle lanes. They're just dead in everything.
Yeah, even in Gravesend, they're everywhere now. Even here now, they're everywhere now.
You know what it is though, Wegz? You're different to all of us in the sense that you're the only one that's probably, I don't know if you was born in London, but you definitely pretty much grew up in London. I grew up out of London, Dwain, Tevin, get me.
Yeah,
So obviously, you don't have to think about that. For me, that's the biggest thing. Is one of the biggest things. If I leave London, like
let's just say
one
thing. The only time I moved out, I was a different person. That's what I'm saying. Now I move back. Hey, I'm a normal geezer. I'm a normal.
You want to expound? You want to expound on that different person?
It's dangerous if I move out. So that's all I'm saying.
Listen, they need to learn the chronicles of Hawaiian shirt Wegz, fam.
Yeah, bro.
This guy,
Hawaiian shirt, bro.
I just want to say, people are fooled now in it, where Wegz is now straight, or he's now acting like he's on a straight and narrow, yeah. But we know the real Wegz, fam.
I was gonna say, hey Tevin, this has been like the greatest rebrand in history, in Greenway history, bro.
Give it to him. People think that Wegz is an upstanding citizen now, you know. They think man is on the straight and narrow. We seen you in the trenches, my guy. We know who you really are.
I don't know what you're talking about, but
we saw you in Birmingham.
London's nice.
Yeah, what happened to Birmingham, son?
Who?
Huh?
What did you say?
What? Huh?
I generally didn't hear what you man said.
I said, what happened to
Birmingham, bro?
In Birmingham.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Lord knows. I've been to that place in my dream, innit? Man's never been there.
You know the ones when you look at the lawyer and you look back, I don't recall, no comment. I have to ask today, speak to my lawyer.
No, they show the every. I do not know that man.
Yeah, trust me.
Sorry to this man. You could walk past me in the street. I would know you.
I wouldn't know a thing.
What? That guy on the BBC thing is like, what? Swear,
I didn't know that.
Listen, I'm convinced my guy was fully there buying cocaine and they caught him.
He knew, fam.
100%. That's what he was there for, bro.
What?
Definitely.
But yeah, London's nice. I'm gonna stay. I think I'm gonna stay here. You get me? Like the prices are mad.
I could live outside London, you know. I'd go into London to network and stay there and blah blah, and then after that I could move out again. Honestly, because I'm so used to it. Like
that's a family thing. When I get like a wife, kids, stuff like that, then I'll move out in it. But if it's just me, they live outside. It's not really
responsibilities, isn't it?
Yeah, you might have tied to this place. You might have a spiritual bondage, fam. Me, I'll even tell you, fam. 10 years in my dream. If my dream 10 years, you see me living in Johannesburg, fam. That's my dream.
Yeah, I hate that, man. Nah, Tevin's got the right idea.
In the sunshine, my G, living.
You get me, bro?
Daily.
Man. All right, cool. Say that.
No, Tevin's right though, because London people that grow up in London have a spiritual bondage with London, bro. They do.
No, I don't blame you. I just feel like Tevin, if anything gets sticky, man will just walk across the border to Zim and he's calm. That's why. That's the only reason man saying South Africa. You won't see him anywhere near any other country, bro. You won't be doing that.
No. Do you know what it is? I feel like there's a lot of places in Africa. If you are set up, you're legit, yeah. If you got stuff going on, like you have a decent job, your standard of living is much higher.
Oh,
much higher.
100%. But it's peak there.
What?
It's peak. It'll be peak.
So if you got money.
Fam, they don't get twisted. You think the criminal here bad? The criminals, they okay. You're gonna have gated communities, fam. That's what you're gonna move to.
This is why I said you gotta have money, Wegz. Have money.
Have money
in this life.
Have money.
You paying for our furlough, yeah? I hear that. I hear that.
In 10 years, if everything goes right, yeah, bro. I'll buy
you. Big man, if you go to Joburg, I'll come buck you, cuz. That's what I'm saying. I need friends that live abroad, bro, so I can go buck them and not have to pay for accommodation.
I'm telling you, man.
Bro.
And basically, Christian said I wanted an excuse to travel, so move so I can have an excuse.
Get me, fuck out of here. That goes to all of you, man. Go find somewhere so I can, you get me, so I can buck you, innit?
I will go back to Sierra Leone for a bit, or have something there.
I'm waiting for the time I take a trip to Dubai, fam. I'm linking the what's it called, the Maloofs. I'm linking them boys out there. 100%.
Oh damn, yeah, I remember them.
Yeah, linking up with the Maloofs. So if I go to,
that's your guys as well.
Exactly. See? Don't worry, Chris. I've got the same idea, man. International friends.
Has to be. Everybody I know that travels there is because they know people abroad, man. They just go check. Oh, they have a friend in one place. Oh, I just got some friend in Brazil. I'm like, how do you just make friends in Brazil, cuz?
No, do you know? You know what it is? Nah, there's another thing. I remember with Paige, she went and did her she went and did like second year. Was that second year? She did her second year in Portugal. So she was like an international student there. She had other people from other places, from other unis and whatever. So obviously they're all international students, and they make friends. Then you make friends with other Erasmus students who are from like America.
Yeah.
That the other, and it's kind of like an unwritten rule where it's like if I come to your country and I'm around your place, I can come and crash at your spot and whatever. So if you're ever in my spot, you can come and crash over, and it's free accommodation. The accommodation's cheap, and you got somebody to take you around and whatever. So that's how you end up making friends with all these people. And in all honesty, yeah, all those people are mad cool because like there was one guy that we met. His name was Mark. The guy, when the World Cup was in Brazil. He went to Brazil, fam, and obviously because he could speak Portuguese, he was like, yeah, it was like literally nothing. He was walking around talking to the locals. He said he even went into like the Amazon or something like that, and he did some jungle tour or some other shit. Trust me, man, you meet loads of people.
I'm too sure. Like, when you've been conditioned, I've been conditioned. As much as I may try to fight it, yeah, like I have to admit that I'm British. You get me? I feel like if I go to these next places, yeah. They'll take me for idiot, bro. They'll see me like, yeah, this guy, yeah. I'm not doing that, fam.
Wait a minute, hold on. You can't have that energy and you're wearing that vest on camera. Get out of here, man. You can't do that, bro.
Allow it, man. I went gym, bro. I came back from gym.
What I'm saying is, you can't be thinking like you got bare muscles, bro. You can't be thinking like, I'm conditioned and whatnot, man. They'll take you.
What I'm saying, yeah, anyone that's lying that Chris has been to the gym before any of these podcasts, he's lying. That's what I'm saying. He's just come to show chest and arms. Everyone else is leaning back here, man. It's like this.
Listen. After this big vest thing, yeah, I had to come back strong, yeah, you get me? I had to show you, man, why you need to be quiet.
Hold on. I don't even know what my man did. I think you went out and bought a new light bulb or something, because the lighting is correct now, fam. The lighting is correct.
Don't worry, I got it tight, did it? Don't worry, I got it tight.
Hey, man came back with a new lighting and a piece of cloth to wear over his chest, bro. This is ridiculous.
Man's got a ring light, fam. Man set it up, man.
Studio lighting, you know? Studio lighting, you get me?
That's good.
All right,
No, but you do realize that people are living life, man. As you say, T, like when people are out here in different countries now, it must be a vibe. It must be a big vibe.
Man, it is the vibes, man. Trust me. Like I said, it's just what was Michael Dapper saying? Make yourself a little money and take a trip. The world is big.
Yeah, it goes to 500. You're gonna spend on that jacket, that drip.
500 is it? 500.
I'm spending that PlayStation.
Nah, I got someone to cover that for me, man. It's cool, bro.
Hey.
Head down.
I'm trying to shit.
No. That's what you do.
I'm trying to shit.
Which romantic interest is that he's sponsoring you with gifts?
Please, brother. I wish, man. That sounds like the life, fam.
You gotta plan that now, man. You gotta get the winter bay, and then hopefully when you get to Valentine's Day and boom. So you gotta play the long game with this one, you know.
They say check that way, check, bro.
On how to get a PlayStation have been killing me, fam. The conversation on the TL area has just been bad.
Unbelievable, bro.
It's too funny, bro. Man, them are literally selling souls.
Trust me. I saw some guy here where he put a text message where a girl basically told him, "Don't ever speak to me again." My texter said, "Oh yeah, I had a dream about you last night. It's funny how this works." So yeah. Well, what's going on? I'm like, come on, how shameless is that, man?
Man, I'm rekindling the.
You generally feel that any girls are buying man PS, like unless that's your man's,
yeah,
like period. No one's buying that on a whim, fam.
The independent women and that they want to spend the bag. Yeah, they do.
Rookies, no?
Yeah, man. Let's see all this. Hey, let's see all this talk now. Yeah, I make my own money. Blah blah. Okay, let me see.
You know what? I can't lie to you. As much as it's all jokes, yeah, as a man, you can't let your girl buy you something that's got big value like that.
Why not, bro?
Bruv, you know what? Yeah, because women are women, man. She'll buy you that. Then when your girl gets upset, one she'll come into your house to take the PS with her. This is my PlayStation 5. I'm taking that shit. But the man was brought up like, oh yeah, remember that time we ain't have no money and I bought you that PlayStation 5? Like, bro, what? Like,
hey, wait a minute.
Wicked. I even saw another girl that tweeted, said, I've been asking my boyfriend for money here and there throughout the year. He doesn't know that I saved up to buy him this PS5.
Buy him the PS. I seen that, bro.
Imagine that, bro. I don't get me wrong, it's smart. But imagine,
that's smart.
The girl came through for you, but you bought it, fam.
Yeah, you can't chat to me, bro. That's like when women say, yeah, open up to me, and then in an argument, yeah, but you cry all the time, and it's like, yay. Jesus.
There's certain things you should just not do, bro. Like, just avoid it.
Listen, if a girl does that to you, she don't love you, bro. She belongs.
No.
It's true.
She don't love you.
You were gonna say streets. You were gonna say streets, weren't you, Chris?
Say something worse. That's
You
why
were
I shut
gonna
up.
say. Oh, okay. Wow. Wow. Okay, I didn't know that. I've never experienced the stuff you're talking about.
I saw another tweet. Yeah, I saw another one that was like, would it be unreasonable if a girl bought you that PS5 or that Xbox and then she kept it at her house so you can only play it when you're there?
I saw that.
Am I 10? What's happening? Is she my mum? Nah. Don't take the piss.
She didn't buy it for you then. If you sit at her house, it's her PS that you come around to play.
Yeah, if my girl is buying it, she should be buying it out of the kindness of her heart. This is a present from me to you. There you go. That's how it should go.
That's how it
Anyhow, you know what? Even it. Anyhow, you want to bring that even argument? Fuck it. I'll keep it. I'll buy my own. I don't want this. I'll buy my own. Honestly.
I want to say two things here. The funniest thing I saw to that response, Tevin, was I said, fam, that house is mine. I'm picking it, I'm lifting it, I'm bringing it to my house. That's the funniest shit I saw on that, yeah. But this whole stigma about people just can't buy their own things if they want it it doesn't make sense. It needs to be from the other half. All of this.
It's all jokes, man.
No, it makes sense.
It's all jokes.
It's all jokes until people take it seriously and they're like,
no, but so you wouldn't buy your so you're not buying your girl something. If she really wants it, you're not buying your girl something.
Of course. I'm not saying I won't, but I'm just like, the stigma for a lot of people on the internet is, oh yeah, you didn't buy me this, so you're not gonna get a good Valentine's present or something like that. That's how it creeps in.
Oh, Valentine's Day is bollocks as well, bruv. But we'll get onto that.
Wow. Dwain, do you want to secure any babes, bruv?
No,
Valentine's.
I haven't had a Valentine's since for a good 5-6 years. I'm good. I'm
You don't say it openly, big man. Do you get
maybe,
me?
maybe I'm the problem.
You know what it is. You know another reason.
Different podcast. We'll start our own thing and talk about it.
You know what it is. You know why I don't like Valentine's Day now as well. It's not about what you've done for your girl. It's about what you've done for your girl compared to what else is on social media.
There you go.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's why it's bollocks now.
That's what I was trying to say.
See, that's what I'm saying, bro. And that's why this Valentine's Day, man, them hit the club. Don't know. That's
Come
the
on,
best.
man, get to the vibes.
Everybody in the club single.
Yeah, because that's how the whole Winter Wonderland thing started as well. Like, I'd never heard of it until like Twitter, and people are like, oh man, am I taking someone's daughter to Winter Wonderland? And I'm like, bro, what? Like,
the whole game is a mess. From time I'm seeing somebody say, oh yeah, this guy took me to Dam on the second date. On the second date. Do you get me? If you do that on a 1-year anniversary thing, bruv, you're gonna look like a dickhead, bruv. Do you get me? Man, never doing that on the second date.
You know what, man?
Very
it's different strokes for different folks, innit? Different strokes. Because think about it. Okay, you know what? Some people were like, right, that's moving mad. I'm like, you know what?
Is that moving mad, though?
Don't get me wrong. There's two ways to look at it.
Yeah.
If you're talking about this is the second time you spent time around somebody and you're going to a foreign country, that's how you end up in taking, my guy. That's how you end up
That's how you end up in Japoya, bruv.
You know what I mean? That's one of those situations. But then it's also like, right, it's something different. And when you really look at it, going to Amsterdam and stuff like that, if you plan it well, it's actually not as expensive as you think. And you can actually you can have a good time. Do you know what I mean? Like, the flights and stuff won't be expensive. The place won't be expensive, or you can work it out and whatever. But I don't know, man. I personally, a second date, we're not going to. I mean,
it's not the action. That's something I could do, but I don't even think I could like you enough by the second date to do that for you. But I feel like if you're going to that, like for me, I'm thinking like, oh, okay, I'm dating a girl. Yeah, it's the second date. The likelihood is we probably haven't connected like that. Like the chances are we haven't.
Could be that connection in Amsterdam, I like.
If I go to her, yo, come to Dam with me for the second date, I feel like if I was a girl, I would be like, who the fuck is this guy asking me to go to a foreign country on the second date? You're doing way too much, my guy. Like, that's what I would think.
Because it depends. Like, if certain people have money and that's their lifestyle, like that could be normal. Like, I've done this on the first date, so boom, let's go here on the second date, and then obviously whatever you do on the third and fourth, etc., that's your business, innit? But is it wild? It's what Tevin said, it's different for different people, innit?
Like, whatever it is, it's whatever. Because apparently she said the guy spent $6 on the first date. So if you spent $6 on the first date, that is
money. Dam's light to you. That's what I'm saying. If you got money, that's a light thing to you.
That's a holiday. It's a holiday right there.
Different stocks for different folks.
That's a PS5. That's a PS5 and a game right there. You know, 600.
That's the whole shebang. The headset, another controller.
I like that girl who's going down for the second date. She better buy all the games, boy. She better buy all the games, two controllers.
Yeah, man.
TV as well, fam.
Yeah, even the games I don't play, bro. Just get all the PS5 exclusives just because.
One day I might feel like playing it for 5 minutes. Get it just in case.
You are madman.
That is hilarious. Hey,
Guys, it's the part-time show. Obviously, we've got this and that.
Yeah. Hey, but that's it.
That's it. Hey, we need that. We need that audio.
Alright,
That shit is getting confused.
let's do this, fam.
No, stop trying to go arms galore, fam. Just say the thing. Man's doing this.
Bro, you didn't even let me breathe, fam.
Nah, Wegz is right. Wegz is right, bro.
You see man's arm movement, fam. Oh, I got
Man
by.
is just here. Man is just here. Anyway, yeah, ignore this dickhead, yeah. Thank you very much for tuning in to the Part Timers podcast. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. We've enjoyed giving it to you as we always do. As usual, like, share, subscribe, give us feedback at us. Let us know what you want to do. Give us dilemmas, whatever it is. I've been Chris, Tevin, Dwain, Wegz. You know what it is already, man. Thank you very much for clocking into the Part Timers podcast.
La, la.